And good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Music Free Gaming. All the gaming of those other streams, but none of the music. Also, none of the building. I'm going to be doing lots of digging today, and I'll tell you why. I got my second round of COVID vaccine yesterday, and about noon. And I highly recommend if you are able to get it, do so because it's yeah, it's going to be helpful. But man, I feel like crap. That's right. I am a dwarf. I will be digging a hole. I have dwarven tendencies as it is. All this above ground building, just not for me. But so I got my second shot about noon yesterday. 4 hours later, my right arm hurt like the dickens. And then overnight, I developed a low grade fever, got some muscle pain, chills, and now I'm going through a hot flash. I think it's just a phase. I don't know. All in all, I'm kind of 50-50. I took some ibuprofen, which helped a little bit. My headache is pretty much gone, but the back pain is still there. So this might be a shorter stream. That's why I'm not doing anything super creative. I'm just going to go dig a hole, which I've got some plans, things I wanted to do, and I need a giant hole for it. So let's get into it, and I'll show you what I've got going on. Also, welcome, Sprite. I should hope you're having a fabulous day yourself. Am I remembering correctly that your kids were on spring break or something this week? Or was it next week? Hey, Fear, welcome. Glad to have you back. Yeah, being able, a country that's able to produce our own. Well, it cost a lot of money to get there, but before I go diggy hole, I need some space for some more stone. So I'm just going to extend my sorting system here just a little bit. So let me do this. This will be pretty easy. I just have to drop in a couple of chests, and hoppers, and all that fun stuff. Oops, hey. I also just randomly switch tools. That's a thing, right? Sure. All right, give myself a little extra room here, just because I'm going to need it. Yeah, well, it's amazing what happens, too, when you let, when your government doesn't try to run your economy. But I don't want to get into that. There's all too much political garbage that's going to get tied up in that, and I don't want to mess with it. I apparently need more chests. But, all right. Oops. Yeah, that was right. That's a crafting table. All right. Yeah, I was looking at that. Crafted up all this stuff. Say, I'm going to need 8 chests. Forgot they're double chests. And my brain isn't functional today. Yeah. Yeah, and I've seen that in a couple of other countries, too. It's their... it's like, whoops, that's not right. It's like, well... Actually, most other countries, because England's had their vaccine through Oxford and AstraZeneca, I think it is. And in the U.S., of course, we have pharmaceuticals are a thing we can do. There are other issues with the U.S., but pharmaceuticals, we can do sort of okay at that. All right, sweet. So those should be draining now. Hopefully. Yeah, so that's draining out of there. Yeah, see, I had 4 rows of these chests, and they were just full, so... Definitely not ideal. But... But the one thing about your third wave is probably significantly less intensive than America's third wave. That got nasty. All right. Because, yeah, we had the dubious distinction of having the most COVID deaths, which is a little bit annoying. Are you really that bad? I haven't looked at international numbers for a while. I know Brazil is just getting wiped out by this stuff. And it's been younger people in Brazil, which is a little bit odd. Since COVID has tended to focus on the elderly rather than the young. But diseases are weird. All right. Go ahead and sleep. And then let me... province alone has more cases than the entire U.S. Okay, that is nasty. I'll give you that. All right, yeah, because we're sort of at a point. I think they said like a quarter of the U.S. population has been vaccinated, which is nice, but at least 60% too small. Whoa, okay, so I'm going to fall down here now. Is that where this one's got going? Oh, yeah. I guess that's makes sense. Anyway, so I've got this nice little haste beacon here. And you can see I've been doing a little bit of digginess. But what I want to do, actually I want to hop back up here because, well, flying is cool. Is that basically I want to take this area out as far as the beacon goes and just take it down to bedrock. Oh, so that's gonna be a thing. Also, yeah, I'm gonna want that one. Here we go. Let's get my tools in order. Okay, fabulous. All right. Well, now. Yep, today's Diggy Time has been brought to you today. Oh, boy. So, yeah, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. I tried going at this systematically once, and it was a lot more efficient, and then I just forgot. It's a thing. I don't know if you ever forget, but it definitely happens to me a lot. Alright, now I also have some torches. And also, there's a... oh, you're on super lockdown. Okay. Ooh, that is nasty. Yeah, I mean, as... I was... No, I don't want to get into it. It's too political, but it sucks. Hopefully you'll all get out of this mess in a hurry, because none of this is fun. I don't think anybody is sitting here thinking, you know what? I want to be in quarantine for the rest of forever. I mean, as much of an introvert as I am, I like being able to go out and, go out to dinner once in a while. We actually were able to do that last night. We were, we were going to make something for dinner and then realized we didn't have ingredients. And it turns out turkey is sort of an important ingredient in turkey scallopini, so and since we didn't have any, it was a little bit of a problem. So we went out to Taco Bell. Now our Taco Bell, I don't know if any of you have this out where you're at, but Yum Foods likes to do weird things like combine their restaurants into a single building. It's odd, but I guess it works. Yeah. Well, so that's it. I like the ability to go. It doesn't mean I actually want to go, but I do want the choice. You know what I mean? All right. All right. So this one, we'll do that. This one, we'll just start throwing random garbage into. Because I do want to keep all of these resources. You know, there's something to be said for having an endless supply of stone, I suppose. Of course, oh, yep, that's right. There is a small problem here. All right, I hear you being all slimy. Ooh, that's the other thing oh, yeah, Hey, you know what's also cool? Clearing out all of the stuff. Where'd you come from? All right. Someplace it's dark here. But yeah, I said I'm more than happy to not be with people for the most part. But I like being able to go out and yeah, like we did yesterday. Let's go grab some dinner. Let's now yeah. I tend to think people can sometimes make those decisions on their own, but it's like, do you think it's safe enough to go out? Yes or no? But okay, so let's get all that stuff in there. Oops, well, fine. I can put that in there. That's fine. All right, I really should be a little bit more organized about this, I suppose. This is why I'm doing this today, because I can't think. Thinking is hard. All right, so let's just start somewhere. All right, so here we go. We'll just dig down this way and go for it. Oh, boundary checkpoints. Yeah, it's like who's coming in and out of our lovely little province. Yep, that's. You know, there are a few things that. Well, there are a few things I think government is really supposed to be able to do, and it's like, yeah, being able to limit access. You know, let's not restrict our citizens too much, but you know, let's try to keep the keep additional cases from coming in. But yeah, it's too easy for me to get political on this. Ooh, 5,000 cases per day. That stinks, man. That stinks. Yeah. Now our what I probably should do is fire up a golem or something around here somewhere. Just to sort of watch my back. Can I use some backup? Yeah. Okay. But, yeah, so I'm... So ultimately, it's a good day. Any day where I can just sit and play Minecraft, even suffering through muscle pain and all that crap, is a good day. Alright. Alright, so, let's go throw some stuff in these shulkers. Now I have, very conveniently, in one of my areas there, I've got a nice shulker unloader, which is good. Okay. So I'll take a bunch of this stuff here in a bit and just drop it in my shulker unloader. The plan here is I'll fill up these 4 or something, and then I think I'm close enough that they'll unload while I'm digging. Alright, let's go there. Yeah. There, you go there. Why not? Alright. So, Smart, how's your Guardian project going on? I saw the little mob proofing you were playing with there on Amanda's Discord. Yeah, because I'm sure it's as much fun as it is to die to Guardians on a regular basis. Okay, this is... Of course, the other catch with this is that, you know, slime chunks. There are going to be 1.5 zillion slime chunks. It's safe at least. Well, that's a plus. Okay. You can just go away. Die in a fiery death of fire or something. This is it. This is what the jokes are going to be today, you know. I can't think of anything that's just cool. All right, so should also come on. Ah, there's a hole there. Okay, and once again, I am grateful for flight. Not that this would be that much difficult, or that much more difficult, or something. The English language is called, and kind of wishes I would use it more correctly. I mean, it's a problem I have. It's all right. It could be worse. I could be trying to speak Spanish. Okay. Get all this dirt out of here. Forgot who I was watching a little bit the other day. Stinging, probably. He built this ridiculously huge pit. And just spent months digging this pit to bedrock. And I think he put in a creeper farm. But it looks cool. Just, it's like, yeah, I'm going to spend 8 hours a day for many months digging this hole. It's a little more involved than I particularly want to get. Most of the time. So, what I'm planning on doing, right, I'm going to get this hollowed out, sit down to bedrock. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a ridiculously, well, it's not ridiculously large. I'm going to build this nice large, hi, I asked you to leave. Actually, I didn't, but you should know better. I know, I'm invading your home, tearing it up, destroying the environment. There's no reason for you to shoot me in the face, though. But anyway, the plan is to build this, to have this big cave underneath my castle. And when I dropped in, you could see the framework of the castle, what I'm going to be building. Well, that's great. Out of space again. Which happens a lot, you know. Anyway, so I'm going to have this big castle. What I want to do is underneath it, I want to come in and I want to place this big freaking crystal. And then in the crystal, it's going to have this big crystal. I'm going to have a beacon that shines up through the crystal. Yes, the crystal. Oh, come back here. So I'm going to have this beacon. It's going to be the one permanent beacon that I have over here. Right, so I've got a bunch of others. They're just temporary. Like right now, this one's just giving me haste 2. I'm going to leave the beacon here. Maybe shift it over a little bit, just depending on where the center of this place is. Oops. Okay, I guess I live here now. I do want to get in here with some shears and collect all of these spider webs. Okay, come on. Eventually. Thank you. I appreciate the falling. Again, I should be systematic here. It's like, okay, here's out as far as I'm going to go. Let's just start digging. And I've been so bad about it. Uh-oh. But yeah, I want to collect all these spider webs. I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet. But it'll be fun to have them. I've got a few stacks of them already, which I'm not using. But it would be nice to get out there with a few more. Alright, let's just come out this way. And I think I'm coming... I don't know. It's sort of go to the end of the beacon range, which is, what, about 50? So that's the idea. Is it's going to be this big thing, and it's going to be... I want it to be somewhat natural around the edges, I want to put this giant crystal. It's going to have the... Yeah, there I am. Out of the range, which puts me right about... Right there. Okay. Cool. So anyway, yeah, giant crystal. I'm repeating myself. That's how bad it is. And the idea is that that crystal provides, you know, whatever magical amazingness or whatever that for the kingdom. Right? That's the idea. Okay. On the other hand, I'm really bad about lighting this place up when I'm done, so I have guests. And honestly, I'm not a huge fan of guests just dropping in, you know. I like seeing people. That's fun, but... Oh, hi. Look at you. He's helping me move. If he weren't just wandering around with one block, you know, that would be cool. Alright, so that one's just about full. This one's not a lot of andesite here. Okay. Oops, not the coal. That goes in the other box. Right, because I've got this... Well, because I've got one of these just floating around that one. You know, I really like what the underside of these shulkers looks like. That sort of swirly pattern. It's, one of these days, if I really, really feel like flexing or something, I may build something that uses that pattern in the floor or the ceiling or something. Though we do have a shulker farm, so it's not as if shulkers are a rare thing on this server. But, yeah. I hear you. Go away. Can't you see I'm digging? Oh, okay. It's the past week was spring break. Okay. Yeah, well, given the COVID situation, I can't say I'm surprised that they'd be back all remote. Though I know that's a real, that's a real pain for you with some of your kids. But I can understand their concerns, though. All right, so let's see here. Okay, so that one's just about full. This is getting there. Come on. Load it up. If I'm not perfectly loaded, that'll be fine too. But getting close. Alright, let's pick up some of my leftovers here. I think I left some things like useful things like iron and gold. Of course, with the iron farms, the gold is perhaps, or the iron is perhaps less useful than it might be. Oh, this will look so fun when it's actually finished, but... Ah, so much garbage. Again, systematic, yeah. Chance you'll may be able to go back in person. Okay. Okay. Well, hopefully it'll all sort of work out, you know? Yeah. Because I know, as you were saying, he doesn't work well with the online format. And not everyone does. Which has been a problem. I mean, one of the issues that's come up, I know, in a few school districts is how they deal with, like, blind students. Because a lot of the teachers, they don't understand how to make their online classes accessible for students who can't see or who can't hear. So, yeah, there's... And then that's to say nothing of, you know, learning disabilities or any of that other fun, right? All right, so let's come on, that button. Thank you. Okay, I think I've got most of this, and a second go in there. Special needs teachers. Okay, yeah. Well, that's the one thing. It's like, okay, we know we're failing kids. The kids are not handling this as well as some people would like, especially the younger ones. And of course, those you mentioned this have disabilities or other things. All right, good enough. Let's take these 4 shulkers. Oops, come on. I can do it. Capable. Yep, that's me. I are capable. And might as well take that one too. All right. And so yeah, it's been a heck of a year for a lot of these people. All right. So let's load this up. All right, one shulker unloader. I don't have to worry about the stone. That'll all just go in there. Okay. So yeah, I think ultimately as societies around the world, we're looking at these things and realizing, hey, turns out one size fits all school doesn't actually work for everybody. Youngest has no issues. Okay, I can understand that. Yeah, my kids usually liked it or have liked it. They've never gone to school in person. They were homeschooled and then have been doing online school pretty much once they started junior high or high school, depending on the kids. And I guess it's middle school now, not junior high. But, one of those things. I suppose I could have gone back. That would have been okay. In any case, where was I digging? I guess I'm digging down here. And yeah, they've enjoyed it for the most part. I think one of my daughters would have been better served, I think, in person, but we didn't quite realize the trouble she was having with it until after she graduated, because her grades were okay. Her grades were great, but she had some trouble with math and things that, though she was able to pass her classes, I think she ran into some issues that were just, that had we realized quite what was going on with it, she might have been better in person for those types of things, but it's a thing. But all right, so this ends here. Okay, roughly. Yeah. All right, so coming around this way. But that's one of the reasons too. I don't want to get too political, but it's one of the reasons I'm a big proponent of school choice. It's like, yeah, you know your kids, you know what works for them, and can I get them into a school that works with what they're doing? So yeah, but hopefully, if we can get enough people either vaccinated or immune in some other way. Oh, look, he's a little lava over here. There's definitely some spiciness happening in this particular stretch of hillside. Not 100% sure I want to dig out all this dirt with all that lava pouring down. Or dripping. Well, that's alright. We'll just come down this way and figure it out. Oh, what I do need to figure out too is how far back the... Oh, alright, there's a hole there. Yeah, but it's interesting too, some of this is like I said, my wife and I are both introverts. you know, I like to be around people. I'm not quite a what I've heard referred to as like a social introvert or sort of that. You know, I like to be around people. I like to talk to people. It's just draining, and it just wears me out. So I'm perfectly happy to not be around people for a while. But I like the option, and you know, I had to go into work this week. With I've been working from home, but I had to go in this week because I had a server with some hard drive problems, and it's really hard to. Oh, hi. How are you? You're not supposed to be here. So yeah, so I had a server with had a hard drive fail, and it's really hard to replace a hard drive remotely. You know, so so I went up there to do that, and it was fine. It worked. Yeah, got the drive replaced and stuff. But it was really nice to be able to actually sit back in the office. My my boss was there. Uh, you know, so it was really nice to be able to sit and chat. 'Cause my boss is super cool. So it was nice occasionally to be able to sit and chat about some of the tech problems and things we've got going on with potential major system changes that are coming down the pike. So yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of these things. Like, yeah, this is what I forgot about being nice to have when you're in person. But it's also been really nice to be at home. Oh, hi. This spider seems kind of smelly. Now he's kind of on fire, which works for me a lot more than I'm sure it works for the spider. Oops. There we go. Get some of this down. Hi. How are you? Can I set you on fire, please? Thanks. Yeah, it's always good to get consent from the mobs before you set them ablaze. You know, it's just common courtesy, you know, because consent is awesome. All right. Oh, come back here. Come back here. Don't fall. And it's one of those things too. I don't think a lot of the mobs out here quite understand that idea that, you know what, maybe I don't want to be shot in the face by you today. I really don't want you to come in and eat my flesh. And sadly, all of the zombies, the skeletons stuff, they just don't care. All right, how am I doing? That's a very good question. Got a double hot chocolate here today. Completely filled up my mug. I am treating myself. Now I didn't go in and add like caramel syrup or something to it, which is really delicious. I'm curious, for those of you out there who enjoy hot chocolate, what do you like to put in yours? Do you just like it plain? Do you like to put in like marshmallows and stuff? What's your preferred hot chocolate drinking recipe, I suppose? Because yeah, for me, I like to grab my hot chocolate and say, you know, I like to like, put some chocolate syrup in it, so really go chocolatey. Though I said sometimes I'll throw in some caramel. That's delicious. Butterscotch syrup isn't bad either, but marshmallows are always great. I actually, a few years ago, I forgot who sent it to me. They sent me a thing that was it was a hot chocolate sampler is what it was. It had a mug and a bunch of various types of hot chocolate. It was delicious. But one of the things they had in it was a white chocolate hot chocolate. Now, I like white chocolate. I like hot chocolate. This seems like a good combination. And oh man, it was amazing. Because it was all creamy and delicious, and I like that creaminess. Back yeah, because heck, when I used to way back in the day when I used to drink coffee, which was vile and nasty, but I drank it anyway. That was the type of thing I basically I wanted. It's not that I liked coffee or wanted coffees. I wanted the creamer. I liked the creaminess. But then I realized I don't like coffee. Why am I drinking this swill? and so, and then of course I joined a church where coffee is on the verboten list. So, all right, along with a number of other things, but like drugs. Don't do drugs, people. They're bad. Okay, so that goes in there. Alright. Now, I probably have a zillion and a half things. I am trying to clean up my drops as I go. Normal hot chocolate doesn't go well with... Okay, I understand that. So, white hot chocolate. Yeah, yeah. That makes sense. So, and I liked I loved actually the creaminess of the white hot chocolate, because it was like, this is wonderful. It's like I love vanilla. I mean, sure, I love chocolate actually. I'm a big fan just in general, but I love vanilla. People tend to deride vanilla. Oh, it's so plain. It's like, what do you mean plain? It's vanilla flavor. It's delicious. It's not plain. If you want plain, you drink water, which doesn't taste like stuff, hopefully. Oh, hi. I guess I live here now. Okay, so let's see, somewhere here. I need to try to limit my hot chocolate though, not because it's not delicious and stuff, but I have been putting on my my COVID-19 has all hit in the last couple of months, which has not been great. Oh, look at this whole area that I totally did not light up in any reasonable way. Hi, good to see ya. You need to go elsewhere, okay? Yeah, so I need to not be drinking my calories. Should reserve that for actual food, you know what I mean? Alright. So actually I don't care about the leather stuff. I should go throw that in the one of the many lava falls that are around here. Oh, hi. How are you? Can I? Alright, well, he's dead now. It's all good. Oh, hi. So many new friends. Alright, I should probably think about it a little more light. I could also, maybe turn on the light levels. Where are things dark? Like right here. There's darkness. This whole area, it's dark. It's like, okay, I'm going to turn around. Take all this stuff back. Oh, well, let me walk into this army of undead first. Let's see, I don't like playing, horror games and stuff, because I just don't like that feeling of being, scared and stuff. On the other hand, I'm playing Minecraft, which is pretty much a game about a zombie apocalypse, so, it's... You have to choose your apocalypse carefully. One that suits your personal style, I guess. Okay. It's one of those games. While I will never play it, it's parts of it are fascinating to me. Is Dead by Daylight, because I'm not a horror movie person. I don't like any of that stuff. Oh, cheese nuggets. I believe I just said I don't need your undeadness around here. But it's been fun. I'll watch a couple of streams on occasion of people playing it, and it's fun seeing the crossovers of like different movies or different games. And I said, "Oh yeah, here's what? Oh, you." It's like what they just announced a crossover with the Resident Evil games, I think it was, which I thought was kind of fun. Of course, they've got a lot of the horror movie baddies, Jason and Freddy, and I don't know, a number of those other characters that I don't know anything about. But it's kind of fun. I always like seeing those crossover type things. It's like Super Smash Brothers. I really enjoy. I don't play it much, partly because it's on the Wii, and the Wii is all the way over like 10 feet from me on the couch, on the main TV. Well, I could go over there, but Minecraft is over here. But I liked the crossover of the different characters. Alright. Oh, I don't have coal. Well, that's just silly of me. I wonder what I did with all my coal. Alright, well, I think I've got a non-silk touch hammer. Whoa, come back here. Alright, so those go in there, that and that. Great. Okay, so I think things are getting pretty full here. Oh, diorite box. So I am trying. I don't want to leave the drops all just not here, right? Okay, let's do this. Let's change that guy for this one, which is a fortune pickaxe, efficiency and all that fun stuff, but without silk touch. Right, it's fortune, not silk touch. Oh, did you all see the announcements? So they've made Mojang has decided to make a change to how it's releasing the 1.17 update, right? And what they decided to do was break it into some smaller chunks and just oh yeah, you have young kids when all you hear is talk about farts. Yep. Yeah, I had daughters. That doesn't mean we had zero fart talk in this house, but the amount of giggling is a little crazy some days. Anyway, one of the things they announced with the 1.17 update was they're changing how you handle iron and gold. And I think there was one other thing I forgot. Oh, copper. So when they originally set things up, of course, iron and gold, it just drops the ore block, right? So when you mine out iron, you just get a block of iron ore. Well, one of the things they're changing with the 1.17 updates, right, is you've got different blocks for copper ore and iron ore, depending on how deep you're at, what levels you're at, right? So they have deep slate variants of the different blocks. And I was playing with some of that stuff on stream, 2 or 3 weeks ago. If you want to go back and see those, you can hit the youtube.com/musicfreegaming live. But what Mojang decided they wanted to do was not clutter inventory space up quite as much with, oh, here's your deep slate copper ore or iron ore versus your regular copper and iron ore, right? So they decided, hey, what if we just create ore blocks, or ore items, and those will drop from the iron ore and the gold ore stuff, right? Wasn't gold ore a Power Rangers villain? Anyway, no, that was Goldar. Sorry. Anyway, yes, I did watch Power Rangers as a kid, but not quite that much. Anyway, so now it's going to drop these ore items, which means the other thing they're adding is Silk Touch, or not Silk Touch. Fortune will now work on iron and gold ore, which it didn't before. So that's going to be really cool. So to make Fortune a little bit nicer for those types of things in the early game when you're trying to get lots of iron before you get iron farms set up and all that fun stuff. Okay, I believe this is going to wear out right about there, I think. So anyway, that was one of those changes like, oh, this is actually a really cool change. I mean, I like most of what they've been talking about in the 117 updates, but that's one of those that I was really happy to see, It's like, this makes all sorts of sense. Yes, we should absolutely do it this way. It's actually been one of those things that's bugged me just a little bit. It's like, why can't I fortune iron? Or gold, And so it's really nice that now that they're going to be adding that capability in. So it's a little bit annoying that we have to wait for everything to drop until like Christmas, right? And they've got full here, just about. Okay, I think this is probably good. Let's take this leather garbage and somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue. There it is. It's like somewhere here. I know there's a lava pool. Oh, hi. Okay, can I just not? Whoa, okay. I'm on fire now. That was an epic... Now, I'm going to plummet off this hill, but you're going to be dead before I hit the bottom. It's definitely a thing. Right, sure. Alright, so let's go ahead and just clean out this way. Oh, look, a creeper. Mini creepers. Okay, well, fine. Yeah, creepers are... Oops, not those arrows. Those arrows can go in there, but my shiny ones absolutely should stay with me. Why? Just because. Alright, so I think I'm going to take all of this stuff back and throw it in the item sorter. Plus, it's just about bedtime. Alright, so... Okay, get them all. No, I missed one. Let's light this up real quick. Alright, where'd the other one go? Drop down here? Oh no, I've got them all. Cool. Alright, yeah, so this is going to look really cool once I get it all dug out. It's just going to take a week and a day. Oh. Okay, I guess there's a... I guess it took a little bit longer there than I was expecting it to. Oh, that's the thing. Wow. All right. I guess I'll unload some of this by hand. Okay. Well, the stone is easy. I'll just drop that in a stone chest here somewhere. That's good enough for me. All right. Of course, the catch here is you gotta be careful. I've occasionally jammed this machine here a little bit. Oh. Yeah, if you have the opportunity to have back pain, I would recommend passing on that just as a general statement. I don't want to be a painist or anything. It's like some pain is better than others, but just in general, I'm pretty content not having back pain. Okay, maybe I am far enough away that this is a problem. All right. Yeah, I've definitely run into a couple of issues where it's like, okay, if I let that thing go too fast, it doesn't. So it'll jam up the clock at the back of it. All right. So now I'm curious. Let's go through here real quick. All right, how many? Oh, jeez. Okay, I still have 3 more. I might have to just set up another. I tried setting up a shulker here or a box to feed in there, but it fed into this hopper because I have definitely screwed things up. So let's do it this way. Since I'm here and having this entire lack of creativity problem. Okay, let's take some of these hoppers, and I think, yeah, this hopper. So what I'm going to have to do, I'm almost certain, is get some things to throw on there and just to keep stuff moving. All right. And, keep lag and stuff from being problems. All that stuff. All right. Okay, so let's do it this way. So this is going to come out. I'm going to need a thing. Wood. That's definitely a thing, right? Wood. I've heard of wood before. Wood's a thing. I don't need that many chests, but I'm getting them anyway. Because, why not? Stuff. Okay. What am I doing? Hoppers. That's what I'm doing. Grab a couple of hoppers. I think I actually only need one, but I'm getting 2, so ha-ha, or something. Okay, so that's going to go there. Let's go ahead and take out this block as well. Though, honestly, I don't know that I really need a double chest across here. I am going to go ahead and put a double chest across there. Okay, great. All right, so now let's see. I've got some stone here, so that'll go that way. And I really should put in something else there. You know what I could do? And this might actually be a little bit better. I'm going to throw a couple of chests here. And then, let's see. Do I have a... Well, I've got some slabs. That'll work. I'll just get a composter real quick. Composter just to throw on here. Looks like crap. but it'll help keep that lag down. So here I can drop my stuff into this, right? So I can drop stuff into this box, which will then feed down into all the way through here, right? So this is okay. Hey, I can type. It's a thing. Okay, shulkers go there, and that's fine. And then I can do some sort of organization there too. But for now, that'll work out okay. I also run into a couple of issues. Once in a while, the items get caught on this glass. It's a thing. All right. So that'll work. All right. So do I still have... Now I think, yeah, got some empty shulkers over here. So occasionally, maybe it just fed too fast. That happens too on a rare occasion. So that stuff will go in there. Okay. Oops. That was not quite what I had in mind. All right. Well, fine. That I can throw in there too. All right. Yep. Definitely one of those days where I am just... I could do stuff, right? Right? I'm capable, maybe, of doing stuff. Perhaps. I don't remember. I may have to also go get craft up some more shulker boxes just to keep up with all of this good stuff, you know? Okay. The other fun thing about those, the new ore things that get dropped in 117 is you can collapse them into boxes. And they, and those are not boxes, but blocks. And those blocks look really cool. Okay, now nobody look as I epically cheat all of the things. Okay. I love this server. If and when I ever do get a server set up for my own stuff, I am stealing many of the ideas that Mandolin has set up here because as a builder, I love all of this stuff. Oh, hi. Could you be on fire for a minute, please? Thank you. Oh, yeah. And I will definitely think about that. Because I know you've got all sorts of stuff. I may have to hit you up like for luck perms and stuff. It's like, how does all this stuff behave? The technical stuff is easy, relatively speaking. I do tech for a living, right? So this shouldn't be bad. But it's going to be a little while because I think I want to wait to set up a new server until after all of the 117 stuff is out. Okay, so that stops. Where does it start again? Which of course means it's not going to be until next year. Okay, hi. Aren't you a sparkly lad? Now you're on a fire, lad. Okay, you did want to just give me a fiery hug. I suppose that's... Okay, no. You come to me. Aha! You thought you had me by surprise, but no. Oh, look at this. Guess this goes this way more. Okay. Sure. That's definitely a place over there. But yeah. So there's a bunch of that stuff. I've been going down some of the lists of different modules and things. Like, okay, this could be helpful. This would be great on a community server versus a sub server, you know. Okay. Stab me with the arrow? Okay. So, yeah. Yeah, so I'm looking at that. So, you know, it'd be nice to set up something over on Bluehost. Of course, that's be a little bit of an issue just because there's a wait list for American servers. But I was looking at pricing versus feature sets and all this stuff. It's like, yep. And, you know, performance and all this stuff. It's like, yeah, Bluehost is maybe not quite right for people who don't deal with servers, but oh, right. Yeah, exactly. One of the things I was looking at too is potentially setting up again, this would be a sub-only server. So one of the things I was thinking would be having an area that's, all right, here's the main, you know, survival world, but also then setting up creative areas for various things. Or stop that. Stop that. Yeah, I really like the quarry concept that Mandolin's got on this server too. It's like, yes, I do have to go through the work to go get the resources, but I don't have to worry about the resources running out. Whoa. So that would be a win. So yeah, I'm looking at a lot of that going down the list of what do I like in a server? What would I change? What do I, you know, because hey, it's my server. I want it to meet my needs, right? Okay, so that'll all the ores and stuff will go in there. I'm actually really curious. Will it be safe enough? All right. Okay, I know X-ray. Sorry. All right. I'm not trying to be cheaty. I just want to see if I'm close enough. Yeah, I think that's close enough that I can. That my hopper is still going. But yeah, so I've thought about a couple of those things, you know, multi-world type things, or you know, stuff like that. I just haven't played with it much. But the nice thing about, oh yeah, yeah. Well, the reason, so what I'm looking at, partly is time. It's my time to run a server and stuff like that. It's like, okay, what do I want to do on it and things like that. So, and if I open it up to the world, how much more time is that going to take versus what I've got? You know, these are questions that, you know, I don't have real answers to, just because I don't know how long it's going to take to. Where's my torch? I don't know how much time it's actually going to take to run a server. You know, there's one thing, setting up the software is easy, relatively speaking. It's just the community aspect of it is hard. So yeah, it's a thing. Right, and was that the side I did? No, this is the side I did. Come back here. Yeah, and so those are the things too. It's like, okay, just like Manda, I don't want mine necessarily public. I've seen a few streamers where they do there, that'll mark it, where they've got a server that's, it's not, you can't just drop into it, but you need to collect channel points or something then to request access. Right, and that's something I've thought about too. Is like, you know, maybe this will do it. Part of the reason too, I've been thinking subs or setting up the sub-only server is honestly the cost and how do I recoup those costs. You know, because servers are not free, or at least the ones that are free are not worth, you know, running publicly. Because pretty much they're crap. So performance is bad, you know, all that fun stuff. So it's all right. How do I want to do things? All right, let's hop up here because I've been really negligent about this stuff up here. That needs to go away. So yeah, I'm thinking about it a little bit and trying to see. So right now, and you might see it pop in once in a while in the chat as my as Riley spams it with whatever, you know, follow me, I'm awesome, or you know, Twitter is a place, or you know, those types of things. One of them is my Patreon goals, and one of those Patreon goals was for a sub server. That was actually the first one. And then I was going to open up a viewer server a little bit later, but I could do it the other way. It's just a matter of, again, funding. Just pop in, check the console. Yeah, and one of the things I was looking at doing is there's a plugin. I actually want to do it for a couple of reasons. But there's a plugin that will tie some of the stuff to Discord. So I can see the logs in Discord. And then I can also manage access through, you know, through the whitelist, through Discord roles. And that, whoa. I was like, this guy is frozen in space. But no, he's just stuck in a cobweb. There. Let's see if I can get all of your little ones stuck in that web too. No, they're not. But anyway, if I tie him in then to Discord, I can do things like ranks and stuff automatically. Right? Oh, you're a sub. Well, you're automatically in this Patreon group anyway. So now we can do, you know, it's not that one. Kind of want my pickaxe. And I don't know how any of that other stuff would work, right? Obviously, pay to win is a problem. Can't do that. Mojang gets really cranky. And I don't want a pay to win server anyway. But I do want there to be some benefit if it's just a straight viewer server. I do want there to be some benefits for subscribers and things. And I know Amanda does some fun stuff with, you know, artistic type. There's actually a word for it. Cosmetics. That's the word I'm looking for. My brain is not working. I could actually blame the vaccine, but I think it's just because words are hard. Anyway, so... But I never know what sort of cosmetic things make sense to throw at people, right? Now, one thing I was thinking of doing that would be kind of cosmetic, but would be unique for subscribers, would be like turning on the armor stand mod. But, okay. Hi. Look at you being all hissy. Yep. Stupid creeper scared me. But since armor stands are not, right, they're not competitive. You don't really get any sort of competitive advantage to be able to shape armor stands. I thought that might be a reasonable feature that you can do if you've got that, if you're a sub. Subs might have access to the creative world, right? So there are a couple of those types of things that I've been trying to think of that it's like, oh, this might work, right? So, yep. So there are a number of those things I'm trying to sort out. Right, extra homes. Yeah, so there are a few of those things. Like, okay, regular viewers get 3 homes or something, and subs get 10. Right? I mean, I could do something like that. That would be reasonable, and I think that is fine with Mojang's EULA, right? That stuff. So there are a few of those things. It's like, okay, I think I could do something here. I don't quite know how I want this to work. So I do know I want to. Oh, okay. Disguises and stuff. That could be interesting. I don't know what any of that would be like. I've been playing Minecraft for a while, but I'm still kind of new to the whole multiplayer space. Could actually come down block, I suppose. I mean, this is pretty much the only SMP I've ever played on, so other than seeing, some of the stuff from like, people's YouTube vids, right? Hermitcraft and Legacy. Those are admittedly special cases of servers, right? So, see, use different mobs. Okay. Yeah. See, that could be an interesting thing, right? I'm not. One of these is, hey, let's click on the right stuff, huh? All right. Yeah, I might as well not worry about... No, stop. Okay, I'm going to reset my fingers here. Put them on the right keys. I really should move this. I've got the click everything over on Alt, which is just outside of my hand span when I'm on with the numpad. I really should move that over to, I don't know, one of the arrow keys. I've got the down arrow is my jump. Left arrow is sprint. 0 is, dot, period, decimal is free cam. 0 is zoom. For those of you who care about my key bindings and my weird left-handed setup. I mean, this is what happens. He said, I want to run left-handed. Well, good luck with that. So, yeah, that's so if you've got ideas, things that would be beneficial to beneficial for subs, but then would allow for good stuff for a viewer server, that would be... I am definitely open to some of these ideas. Yeah, and there are a few things. It's like how these are decisions I'm not entirely sure I have good answers to. Right? Do I want to have a server economy? And I don't mean like through an economy plug-in. Those can get really hairy really fast. But I mean, do I want to encourage the people on the server to set up shops and sell things? And if I do, then is the quarry a problem? Right? So there are just a number of those things I kind of I've been thinking about and all that fun stuff. Because I'll tell you, as a builder on this server, I love it. I love being able to say, oh, I need some blackstone, or I need basalt, or yeah. And that's true. That is true. Definitely something I can add later. Because it's, well, up to a point, right? Because I was thinking, because I don't, given what I've been reading online, as I've been hanging out in like the Syscraft Discord server and reading about some of the tips of running a server in a community, like the economy plugins, like, oh, you get, you know, as you play, you get 14 music-free bucks and stuff like that, right? That can get really hairy depending on how you set things up. Inflation is a problem, you know, fiat currencies. That's, but on the other hand, I kind of like the idea if somebody wants to go through the effort of setting up a bee farm, for example, right? This server, I said, I love it, but if I want to get diamonds, I pretty much have to mine for them, which nobody has time to go mining for diamonds. That's just silliness. Or, you know, find things to sell. And sure, you could kind of do service-based economies. Like, okay, you know, like we've got some... Oh, hi, Creeper. If you blew up, I would 100%, well, blew up, but actually did damage to things, I would be using creepers for demolitions here. But yeah, so anyway, so if you want to encourage people to go mining for stuff and sell it, a quarry sort of gets in the way of that, right? Because most of the resources are already available, right? So these are the types of questions I've been asking myself. It's like, I like this, I like that, I'm not sure about any of this. And but as I think I was saying and then got distracted by my brain and or a creeper. Like I can make diamonds on the server. I've set up a bee farm. Okay, so I sell a little bit of honeycomb, sell a little bit of honey. But I think, you know, honey is not and honeycomb is not the most lucrative product in the world. And it's also not the most commonly... Oh, hi. Okay, you go away. Thank you. So yeah, so there are a number of those things I look at. It's like, how do I want to deal with that? And I don't have good answers. I said, okay, here's somebody, they've gone through the effort of mining 1.5 zillion trees. I mean, yeah, and that is another question, is how much cooperation and stuff do you want, right? Because I've seen, this is one of those things where, hey, all of my knowledge comes from Let's Plays. Because I've seen some of those servers where it's, okay, we live in a commune. You know, it's share resources and all that fun stuff. For various reasons, I don't like that that model. I don't necessarily want to be... I want the server to be one where people are happy to help each other. But I don't necessarily... I don't know, I think cooperation through commerce is not a bad thing, so... Yeah, so it's... I don't know. I don't know. It's definitely one of those things where it's like, okay, how do I want to approach all of this? Because that's one of those things, too. I very much loved playing on this server. But, you know, I sit there and think once in a while, it's like, all right, how much cooperation in certain ways is there? And in some ways, there's awesome amounts of cooperation. Other places, like, well, we're kind of everyone for ourselves. Now, I admit, I'd be sort of like that no matter what server I played on, because it's that I'm an individualist anyway, so So yeah. So I don't know. I just don't know. Deciding things is hard. Keeping a badly organized dig lit is also hard. Yeah. But yeah, I would say item, and that's it. Item for item trades is okay. And that's one of those things like, oh well, diamonds are definitely a currency. I wouldn't want to do emeralds because that's too easy to farm through villagers and stuff. On the other hand, yeah, there are lots of confusing things like why this zombie felt the need to deck himself out in complete gold armor. I mean, I get the bling. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's just that that was a very fashion-forward zombie. It's all about the bling, which I can get that. I can get behind the bling. So set up villagers. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I kind of want to do some of that. And actually, you've seen it because I was on the. I have that creative world that I've played on and showed on stream a few times, right? And I was kind of setting up what would be a basic shopping district for all of that stuff. And where you can buy some of those things that I don't necessarily want to go reset the dragon all the time. Elytra are insane. Those types of things. Because I want it to be builder friendly. I don't necessarily want people to have to go grinding for a bunch of stuff, right? But there are still, questions. Okay, some of this stuff ended up. Every once in a while, things go fast enough, the hoppers don't pick them up. And the hope is that all of this stuff will go through in such a nice way that it won't get stuck. But apparently, I am digging slightly faster than this hopper or shulker unloader is going. What I might have to do, I saw a really nice design for a stackable shulker unloader. I might have to build that. Yeah. Voice chat is often easier to deal with than text. I do know. I said I'm going to wait until 1.17 drops, so I can basically start the server with all of that generation. So of course that means nothing's going to get started until Christmas. And I have decided on my host, and I am going to use Bluehost for my hosting. I think pretty well sure about that. And they're more of a VPS type provider than maybe I'll unload this one by hand. They're more of a VPS provider, unlike something like Apex. But I think that's going to work. I can get better performance, better specs. It means, oh yes, I have to do a little bit more work on my own. Well, I'm a sysadmin. Running servers is what I do for a living. So yeah, that's a thing I have to consider. All right. So how we do it? So that's all loading and unloading in various ways. I saw once somebody had built a shulker unloader that unloaded the shulker in a way that it was actually usable when it was in the machine. I missed where that was. I want to say it was like Doc M or something on the yeah, I'll load that one by hand on Hermitcraft, but I forgot where I saw it, and so it makes going back to look for it really hard. So yeah, just load that up. Oh, yeah, all the digginess. Okay, so I've got. Oops. Yeah, that's the right button. Yeah, so I'm getting some stuff. I don't really need gravel, but I've got some. It's always nice to get some dirt. Yeah. All right. Okay, so I'll go just drop this in this chest for eventual sorting. All right, that'll just back up in there somewhere. I know. I said the only reason I'm waiting is, well, I've got two reasons. One is, and the biggest one really is the 117 update, is I want to get all of the new generation in place. Now I've heard, and I don't know how any of this works, right? I've heard you can set up your world, set up limited, basically set up limited, a limited size or something, and then you could grow it later with, you know, something, right? There's my specialty box. But I said, okay, now everything outside of this world border will regenerate and go with that. And so, yeah, that's definitely a thing. So I've considered this. It's like, yeah, that would be a thing. I don't know how any of that works. That's one of those aspects of running a server that I haven't messed with before. Yeah. And okay, so now I should be running out pretty close, right around here. Running out of haste. Yeah, so something along those lines where it's like, all right, here it is for about 500 blocks outside of the spawn area. All right, 1,000, you know, whatever the size of this, basically that spawn city is. I'm going to leave that. That's just going to be there. And then after 17 drops, then I can start doing that other stuff. And since I know it's going to start off small anyway, we're not going to have huge amounts of explored worlds initially anyway, so. There we go. This'll totally be... Oops, wrong pickaxe. There we go. Yeah, so it's... I've had thoughts and ideas. The other reason was mostly just a personal time issue. I'm kind of in the same boat with you with the itchy fingers. So I want to set this up. I want to play with it. It would be really cool to set up a couple of different things. Like, okay, yes, here's the creative. Actually, set up a creative world on the server and do, so that I could easily jump back and forth through a portal or just a command, and it's like, okay, yep, now I'm on the server or on the creative side and all of that fun. But okay, go throw that in there, and yeah, all of the itchiness of the fingers. So yeah, I'm drooling over it. And I suppose it might be a good idea to get on the wait list now, but that's one of those things too I need to talk to my wife about. It's like, all right, what's our budget look like if I throw a $16 a month server at this, at our budget? We're not gonna be eating the putty out of the windows, yeah. Senor Creeper. Tell you what, you can follow me. Unfortunately, again, the creepers here don't do damage, which I'm happy about, generally speaking. This is just one of those times where it would be helpful. Oh, believe me, I've also thought about the, what if I just come into this and throw TNT at everything? Right? Would that be okay? How well would that do versus the insta-mining that's happening here? I've seen the metrics that it's actually more cost-effective and faster to mine or farm sand using TNT than to do it by hand with a shovel. Even accounting for the cost of the sand to make the TNT in the first place, which is cool. But yeah. Now look at you being all slimy down there. All right. Okay, I'm gonna set you on fire now. Okay. By continuing to attack me, you consent to be set on fire. That's part of the terms of service. Yeah, that's one thing too I'm gonna figure out is, all right, spawn chunks. What sort of messiness am I gonna get here with slime chunks? All that fun. All right, so let's, guess that one's pretty well full of what I have in my inventory. Great. Because I really don't need to set up another slime farm. I have lots of slime. I have slime sufficient for my needs for all of the redstone goodness. Hey, Grey Malkin, welcome, welcome. How's it going? Hope you're having a fabulous day. I am being very diggy today. The thought of being creative today is just not there. Oh, thank you. Hope your Saturday is going well as well. Okay. You just want to go away? Thanks. Are we good now? Yeah. Creeper and I now we've come to an understanding. He will be dead, and I will continue to dig this giant hole. You know, I think that's a reasonable compromise. Yeah, and that's it. Yeah, so that was definitely a thought too. It's like, okay, because what was it, the multiverse plugin? I think lets you bring inventory from one world to another. So yes, okay, here's the ore generation, ore collection stuff, and then this world is our building world. That might be something worthwhile too. It's like, okay, and I can, we can reset the exploration world, on a regular basis. The only catch is there are some things that would be a little bit tougher to deal with. It's like, okay, there's some things I want in the real world. Oh, go away, go away, go away. Yeah, it's an interesting idea. I actually hadn't even thought about that. And so, hey, collaboration. This is cool. All right, so, yeah. But for some things like, I want to set up a spider farm. I've got one of those on this server. Well, trying to explore and find that on the build world, right, versus going out into the frequently reset material plane would be sort of an interesting dilemma. Not necessarily a hard problem to solve. It's just, and if everyone understands, hey, this is how this works, so that's definitely an idea. And since the basic level would have more than enough RAM to handle that type of thing. Right, that's true too. It's like, okay, so here's the spider farm. Yeah, that would be interesting. Similar to actually what we've got with the Guardian farm here on this server would be, right? Where it's, okay, if you want Prismarine and all this stuff, yeah, here's the Guardian farm. Have at it. Enjoy. Yeah, setting up a spider farm and things like that would be fairly straightforward. Okay, you know, you and your friends, I'm sure, are lovely people. I think I like you more when you're on fire. And sadly, I think I know people in real life who I would probably enjoy better if they were on fire. That's a very bad attitude for me to have, but I think it's probably true. So I need to repent of myself. All right. I try to be a kind and sensitive person. I fail at that a lot, but oh, that's true. That's true, because as an admin, you can spawn in, or even in creative. I need a cave spider spawner, and then here's a whatever else you want to do. So yeah, I guess that's true. Again, this is one of those things. I'm all new to all of this stuff, so this could be really interesting. I think isn't that how Mandolin handles the shulker spawner that's out there, and that. Yeah, that's true. You are not new. You are awesome and amazing, and I really should take advantage of your knowledge and experience. This is, in fact, one of my weaknesses. I asking for help is hard. It's a problem I have. It's a problem I shouldn't have. But also, there's just some of the stuff that, hey, I didn't even know it was a thing. But yeah, setting up a cave spider spawner in the main world would be interesting. I had this creative world, right, that I've built in some on stream. Was setting up sort of the initial city and stuff. And one of the things I wanted to build was sort of a secret science lab type thing. Yeah, well, that's it. Not a lot trumps experience. Knowledge is great. Experience is better in many ways. Better, but definitely useful. But one of the things I was looking at was a science lab. So I could absolutely turn that science lab concept partly into, oh, here's cave spiders. Yeah, that are sort of being experimented on in the lab, right? You can play with that just as a fun design concept, and oh yes, now it's also useful. So that's an interesting thought. Speaking of interesting thoughts, there are... Oh, hi! I guess I'm going to crawl down here. Is that okay? We good? All right. Oh, yeah. This is a significant cave down here. Cool. Whoa, hi. All right. Occupado. Gotcha. Well, just, sorry to disturb your hanging out there, yeah, Mr. Skeleton. Well, yeah. But yeah, a resource collection world would be... That is an interesting concept. And I said I'd have enough... Yeah, I would definitely have enough resources, I think, on the server to have a couple of those types of worlds. So, that's an idea. Sprite, you are full of awesome ideas. Don't let anyone tell you differently. Okay, and I am just about out of resources here. So, or out of space for resources. so let's yeah, this is one of those that would be, oops. Repair is a tool that I would want to have, and unfortunately, or fortunately, could not restrict just to subs, because that's a pay-to-win mechanic right there. All right. All right, so go ahead and that one can go in there. Some of these that are mostly stone would probably be good to just unload myself. I don't want to. What's the point of having a sorting system if you sort stuff by hand? But okay. Special event birthday. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because there are a lot of those types of things that I really like and would want to do. But honestly, they don't need to be, sub-exclusive, anything like that. Manual sorting. This is good. All right, well, just throw that in the chest. See, why bother have a shulker unloader when I can just unload by hand? That's how this works, right? Sadly, the shulker unloader is slow. What I really need is like 2 or 3 unloaders here just to keep things happy. All right, so I'm going to throw all that in the chest. And because I'm feeding it through this way and into the same hopper that this unloads into, it should keep the elevator here from getting stuck, so, which is definitely a problem. Yep. So, it's a number of things. Definitely worth considering all sorts of things. And I have lots of, speaking of things, I have lots of them. I also have a few things that just did not sort correctly. So, all right, well, we'll just throw those back in there. They'll probably sort eventually. Go ahead and cook up this gold, because gold is good. Big fan, you know. I like gold. It's pretty. Okay. So, you've definitely given me some awesome ideas, though. I have to consider how to mess with all of that stuff. All right. So let's throw a few more of these chests down. All right. So for those of you who are new to the stream, I don't typically spend all of my time digging, but the COVID vaccine kicked my butt this week, and the idea of thinking is just not one that I feel like I want to entertain today. So, yeah, it's yeah, definitely an issue. All right. Yeah. Oh, got his first shot. Yeah. Yeah, and they hit people weird. When I got my first shot a month ago, and my arm hurt for 2 days. But other than that, it wasn't too bad. I got my second shot yesterday, and my arm hurt. It's a little sore, but not nearly what it was yesterday. But I woke up with a mild fever. I'm dealing with muscle pain in my back. So, yeah. I said, I'm all for, get it if you can. But be aware, it's going to suck. And I'm not even having some of the worst symptoms that I've heard of people having. So, I'm a little bit worried about my daughter. She's still too young to get the vaccine. She's 17, I suppose. She can get the Pfizer one. but she reacts badly to vaccinations. She always has. And she's ended up with very high fevers, even from like the MMR vaccines and, you know, those things have been around forever, chicken pox and all that fun stuff. So I'm a little worried about how this one is going to hit her. But I guess I really don't need to worry about that for a little while. Again, she's still young enough that it's they haven't finished the trials. And pretty much all we have down here right now is the Moderna, which is an 18+ vaccine. Okay, I'm in a hole. Which I guess this whole cave is a hole, but I don't know. Actually, okay, so I'm not going about this in any sort of systematic way because that would require organization, and that's just not my thing. Organization is cool and all, but you know, and it would make everything go faster and be more efficient. My mom gets her first on Tuesday. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I think my mom got hers a month or so back, but it's the, but she's older, and so she was in that age group where it's like, oh yeah, we need to get these older people vaccinated. Plus, she was being treated for cancer, so that was definitely high on the list. But I'm so excited that there's so many parts of the world now where the vaccines are becoming more readily available. And I was just reading the other day they've actually starting to figure out why the AstraZeneca Oxford vaccine and actually the new Johnson & Johnson vaccine have been causing some blood clotting. And they don't know the full reasons why yet. They're still working on that. But it is related to the cold virus that they use to transmit the vaccine information into a patient's bloodstream. So hopefully they'll be able to minimize that. I mean, it's pretty minimal anyway. The J&J vaccine they've had blood clotting in a extraordinarily rare number of people. It was like 1 in 1 million people have blood clotting issues. That's pretty rare. So I think in the US they've distributed 7 million of those vaccines. Only 6 or 7 people had this blood clot. So definitely something you want to be aware of, but it's not. I'm sure some people are building that up. Oh, absolutely. You should avoid everything. This herbal tea will cure you. And it's all for herbal remedies and stuff. As I am, yeah. I will not go there. Oh, your mom got the J&J. No issues. Awesome. Yeah. Well, see, and that's it. The J&J vaccine definitely slowed things up. Didn't help that they lost 15 million doses, I think, early here in the U.S. because the contractor they were working with to store the vaccine, or maybe it was just label it, screwed up, and they lost 15 million doses. But yeah, the pause is definitely annoying. This is a river. Okay. I guess I can get a sponge. This little lake here. But the good news is, said it's extraordinarily rare. They just want to be sure that they know how to deal with it when it shows up. But the J&J vaccine actually has huge benefits over over the Pfizer and Moderna one, in that you only need one dose, and you can store it at basically in a fridge. So it doesn't have some of the transportation problems that what they've got with the Moderna and Pfizer vaccines. Yeah, well, that's it. You know, it's, and I can honestly, I can't blame him, right? For any politician, you know, I'm not a huge fan of Biden in general, but again, I don't want to get political, but you can understand from any politician perspective. It's, I have vaccine for the country, and what sort of blowback do you get if your constituents are dying because they couldn't get a vaccine because you were sending it elsewhere? And so I sympathize with his problem. It's definitely an issue, but, and honestly, I think there are going to be enough doses here fairly soon that exporting becomes more reasonable. But yeah, boy, the optics on that get really ugly. It's like, well, my kid died because you shipped vaccine somewhere else. Yeah, so any politician looking at that situation is going to be making similar choices. But I don't know what Europe's production has been like. I know they're working on the AstraZeneca vaccine. Boy, it got really dark over here. Okay. Because that was the one that came out of Oxford and out of the EU's joint efforts. But I have to admit, I haven't been following the distribution as much outside the US as I might have. All right, so get rid of this block. All right. Now it is kind of nice not to have to craft rails. Rails get expensive. Doesn't make a lot of difference once you start playing with iron farms and stuff, but still. But that's one of the things, though, I'm really excited about for the J&J and the AZ vaccines, is that it'll make it easier to get vaccines out to those places that are really rural. You know, there are definitely places in South America and Africa that it's like, yeah, getting out to this is gonna kind of suck. So, yep, all that. I'm just freaking impressed with how quickly they were able to develop these things. I mean, in the past, you can head out. Oh, nice. Well, enjoy your enjoy your lunch, Grim Malkin. Hopefully, it is yummy and delicious. Come on, hit the right buttons. Yeah, because there are some of those vaccines, it took years to develop. So the fact that they were able to come up and fully test, you know, vaccines for in less than a year, and we've got 4 of them, right? We have 4 different vaccines that they were able to develop, test, and start getting deployed in less than a year. That is amazing. Yeah, production distribution is still a bottleneck, but the fact that they're able to get that is just been just that far and so fast has been amazing. If they couldn't, there would be no way that we would still be sitting at. You can't keep people locked up for more than more than a year, it doesn't, you know, people start to have problems. I think we're starting to see that. So it's like, oh yeah, we can. If we were like that, it'd be sort of along the lines of what we were seeing back with the Spanish flu. It's like, all right, well, this is just something we live with. It's, yeah. You can't lock everybody up, so you just have to live your life knowing that this is a thing. Make your own choices for, you know, however risk averse you are. So the fact that they're able to get this out that quickly has been really amazing. All right, so let's see now. Definitely getting some progress made here. That's so that's a win. So yeah, so I'm kind of curious, just for other, you know, SMPs and stuff. What sort of features do you like on those types of servers? So I've already talked about a lot of the stuff I love on this server. That's why I play on here so much, is because it's, aside from the fact that Mandolin is awesome, she's got features on here that I didn't even know I wanted, and now I can't live without. Yeah, the quarry is definitely one of my favorite things here. Being able to just stop in and say, oh, I need some gilded blackstone, or I need you know, some other things. It's like, yeah, I don't have to go hunting for a fortress to get it. I can just go get some. Okay, yes, it kind of screwed up my gold-based shop, but, you know, I mean, Nugget Tree was wonderful, and, you know, everything is one gold nugget. It was great, until we ended up with a pretty easy gold farm in the quarry. All right. All slobbery over there, man. Yeah. You don't want to stay stuck in that. So much slime. This will look really cool when it's done, though. Well, that's true. The iron nuggets went first. That's true, because Amanda set up the iron farm. Well, though I had actually set that up so that it was nuggets or gold, or, you know, whatever nuggets, gold or iron, I'll take both. It's like, all right, well, I guess I don't do iron now. And, yeah. Which was fine, you know. Ow. Okay, stop that. Stop that. No, please, stop that. I do not want your arrows in my body. Okay, so... Alright, I may just have to build up an iron golem or two just to watch my back, you know? Especially with all this slime coming around. Alright. Yeah. Though I have to admit, the slimes are kind of cute. It's not going to stop me from setting them on fire and stuff, but, you know, slime head. Ooh. Okay, that's fun. Alright, how am I doing? It's getting there. 20. Oh, cheese nuggets! No, no, no! If I wanted to be attacked by a zombie in brightly colored clothes, I would go somewhere else. Alright, so I need to clean up a bunch of this stuff that I've been letting linger. Whoa, okay, hi. Goodbye. You were... I know, looked at me with those... all 8 of those sad puppy spider eyes and said, no, I just want to, you know, eat you. Okay. Did I? I must have accidentally flown. It's like, this creeper is going to blow up. He just scared me. Yep, that's one of the other features I like. I know some people think that starts getting really cheaty. Is, oh, hey, the creepers don't actually blow you up. But... okay, stop. But it's okay. Just, I kind of wish the beams here would put off light, you know? Okay, so just... every once in a while, I've had the crazy thought, you know, it would be fun just to delete, yes, delete all of the stone and stuff around an abandoned mine shaft just to see what the whole structure looks like. I guess that's what's going to be happening here. I'll eventually come in and rip it all out with an axe, but, you know, it's definitely a thing. It's interesting just to see what it all looks like. But yeah, that was one of the things. Let's see. Back to vaccines. Your officials delaying the second shot for 4 months. Okay. I could see how that would be. That's an interesting choice. Yeah, I've actually heard some people question that not the decision to delay, but it's like, wait a minute. The first vaccine is showing real benefits even after the first shot. Do we even need the second one? That guy is stuck in there. So, guess okay. It's kind of noisy up there, though. But, so yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of... There's definitely an argument. Heck, they were saying that any vaccine that was even 50% effective would have been awesome. And we've got 4 vaccines that are showing at least 70% effective. So even the Pfizer Moderna ones at 1 dose are kind of hitting that range. So it's like, maybe that second dose can wait. I don't know. I am not a doctor, nor do I play one on TV, so... I mean, hey, I'm a guy on the internet. I can say whatever I want and be authoritative, right? Isn't that how that works? Alright. Take this stuff out. I suppose I could put a torch up on some of this stuff. Oh, man. Oi! Oi! No. It's one thing to dislike diorite. It's another thing to beat somebody with it. Okay, I mean, I understand people don't like diorite. I love to block myself. Okay, now you... That's going a bit too far. I'm the only one here that's allowed to set people ablaze with their sword. Okay, I think I need more lights. Alright. Got this. Totally got this. Oh, man. What time is it? 9:30. Maybe I will be able to do a full stream tonight. I was or this morning. This is how bad it is. I've forgotten whether it's day or night. That's, Hi. Yep, I was kind of thinking I might have to, call it early, but I'm not doing too bad. So I'm still dealing with some back pain here, but that's not as bad as it was this morning, though. So when I got up, I was dealing with chills, and, all sorts of fun stuff. So the joy of having a fever. All right, come here. No, don't shoot me. I'm going to just slice you in half. It's going to be great. You're going to love it. You know, being sliced in half does, in fact, prevent you from getting all sorts of diseases. So I need to clean out a lot of that, too. You know, I may have bitten off a little bit more than I can chew. But it's really good chicken, so, you know, sometimes you just have to. Okay, come on. I'll just get you. Yeah, this is a big area. Well, I had no clue what was down here. I thought... When I knew there was a... well, fine. I knew there was the abandoned mine shaft down here, because Dynmap shows can show that underground area. So, okay, so I can see that, and I teleported in a couple of times, and the lag with the rendering popped that up. I said, okay, so there's definitely this down here, but it's definitely not a clue how much was actually down here. Okay, so that's going away. Wonderful. But yeah, there are a couple of servers I've been on that's like this one that had some nice ow, stop. It's a nice like Discord integration where it was like you know, the chat showed up in Discord and you know, all that stuff. So that was kind of fun. I'm going to have to get more torches. Fortunately, I know how to make them. You know, so that you know, you might not be on the server, but you could still chat. I don't know if anyone's seen issues with that, but so that's kind of fun. But yep, I don't know. Definitely all sorts of things to think about. All right, grab that iron. Yeah, I said I've seen it on a couple of on one other server that I've played on. The LDS Gamers server had that on, and it was kind of nice. You know, it's like, oh yeah, you can still be part of the community on the server even if you're not able to be on the server. But I also kind of worry about people getting spammy and stuff. But get all the logs and records of that on the Discord, so that kind of helps. All right, so let's go ahead and dig up all of this. All right, let's go drop all this stuff off. Oh man. Oh yeah, all the stuff. So let's see. One of these was Yeah, this one will definitely throw in the... Oh, cool. This one... That one's mostly stone. Maybe I'll do that one by hand. Oops. But some of these... Well, darn it, Okay, so stone I'll just throw in there as it is. Great, you go in there. Because it's just faster for me to drop in the bulk stone, though. Wow. Well, that one, I can't see the boxes down there, so they're... Okay, so those will throw in the shulker sorter, shulker unloader. Okay. Oh, that got stuck. All right. That happens. Unfortunately, I don't know why it happens, but it definitely does. Okay. It gets too full or something. I don't know. But it definitely stops dispensing and causes all sorts of problems. So. Okay, so that'll... Okay, good. That's unloading. Yay! Oh, okay. I looked over there, saw those banners, and thought it was zombie pants. Alright, so... This one is looking pretty full. I might have to take a moment and just extend my stone storage here. Let's go see if... Duck down underneath and just see how full we're doing. How full we're doing? Sure. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, this is definitely... Oh, yeah. Definitely getting full up here. Okay. Great. So I might have to... Oh, I might have to extend my stone storage here. Which is fine. I can do that. I got plenty of stuff. That's doable. So, let me go ahead and throw these in the shulker unloader. Craft up some chests and some more iron and stuff. See what I can do. Alright, so let's go ahead and just turn all of that into... Well... Turn some of that into sticks so I can make some more torches here in a minute. Alright, so there's some more chests and... 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Those. Okay. I think that'll work. I might have to craft up some more, but that'll work. Definitely need to give myself a better way down here to get to this stuff, but it's all right. Oh, man. So much stone. Of course, the other thing I could do is load up a bunch of this into a... oops, that's not right. Stop. That's wrong. You're wrong. Load a bunch of this stuff up into a furnace. Cook up a lot of the stone. So I get smooth stone, but... I don't know if I really... How much smooth stone I need. Certainly done that a couple of times here with this build. Alright, so this is going to go in there. Okay, and that goes in there. Alright, so that's another couple of chests full. Probably still not enough, but You work with what you got, right? Ooh, so clicky. All of the clicky. Alright, now I need some coal. Oh, I've got my fortune pickaxe. So next time I'm down there, need to go get some of that. Need to get some actual coal. All right, so I think first thing I want to do is get some shulkers. Ooh, so much iron. Iron and gold. So much. All right, I think what I need to do real quick is I need to go run to the bathroom. So I'm going to do that. Go to the bathroom, start an ad real quick. It'll come back and do some more diggy time. So enjoy. Okay. And I'm back. Hopefully that ad was relevant to your interest if you saw one. And, yeah. Why do I have... I don't know why I have coal. Probably because I clicked the wrong thing. It happens. Okay, great. So that should be enough shulkers for the moment. Yeah. A few other things just get... Just all the andesite got missorted. That's a little strange. Let me check out my andesite sorter here and make sure it's yeah, it's there, doing its thing. Cool. All right, well, I'll just drop all this stuff and hopefully it gets sorted correctly next time. Okay. All right, so let's see what time it is. 10:15 in the game, so sleeping is not going to be a thing that happens right now. All right, so I'm getting down there here. I've got definitely a fair amount of place to go. Lots of digging yet to happen. All right, so let's fly up here, clean out this garbage. All right. It's in the way of my plans. My not so evil plans. That's so the in-game story of what's happening here is it's going to be So we're going to have this giant crystal going. That's going to be, the beacon's going to shine through it. It's going to shine up through the castle above. And in game, it's like, this is some magical, you know, whatever thing. I think once it's up and running, I'll probably put regen on it just for multiple reasons. But again, the end game is the crystal brings life to this world, right? Some super cheesy thing like that. Oops. But it'll look cool, and that's the important thing. I just need to clean out all of this space. All right, so let's see. What else is going on? I mean, my wife has been enjoying watching the live streams of the volcanoes that have been erupting in Iceland. There's one, they've got a couple of YouTube live feeds on. It's about an hour south of Reykjavik. I don't remember what the name of the actual volcano is. Apparently everyone in the YouTube chat there calls it Bob. But it's just become this whole series of fissures that are spewing lava. Man, it is so cool to see. I love that I can watch this volcano erupt from the comfort of my own home and not have to worry about it blowing up and swallowing my town. Because, you know, that seems like something I'd like to avoid, you know? Though I do live in Colorado. There's a super volcano apparently in Wyoming. If it erupted, it might destroy everything around us, but, you know. That's, nothing else exciting happens in Wyoming, right? I'm allergic to the state, by the way. I've been through Wyoming a number of times, and it's a beautiful, beautiful country, especially when you get over towards the mountains. But every time I've driven through Wyoming, I get hay fever, something fierce. Now, given all the farmland and the, you know, actual hay that they grow there, that's could be a sign that there's something involved there, you know. But, okay. Oh, I need to be sure to get some actual coal for torches. So if I see a coal deposit, I have to actually mine it. Pull out my fortune pickaxe and go to town. Like here's coal. Fortunately, it's clean, so we don't have to worry about it. Alright. And the torches, they just sit there and it looks like they give off smoke, but it's actually not smoke. It's, you know, something. Something I'm sure is totally healthy. Again, I need coal for torches. Alright, so let's see what else is happening here. So yeah, anyway, so I'll sit and watch that live stream with my wife a little bit. Just because it looks cool. It's almost like watching a fireplace. Because it's, especially when it's night over there. Because then it's just, ooh, this bright red flaming goodness. Oh yeah. It's cool. Geology was never my favorite subject, but I always loved studying the volcanoes and all that fun stuff. Maybe just because death and destruction is fun to study. I mean, that might be it. I mean, I like military history and volcanoes, so yeah, I think the death and destruction theory kind of pans out. Let's see. Yep, got all sorts of darkness happening over here. Suppose I should turn on the light levels so I can see how badly I'm going to get eaten by stuff. Oh yeah, all the stuff is going to eat me over here. Cool. I would like to tell all of the mobs in this area that I am not, in fact, a burrito. I am not delicious beans and meat wrapped in a tortilla. I'm not. You really don't want to eat me. This guy didn't get the message. So I'm going to have to... There we go. Okay, so we'll just... Oh, I have to go clean out all of it. Sheesh. All right, you know what? Let's just slap some stone there. Hi, spider. How are you? Warm enough? Great. Okay, so we'll just... we're okay up here. We got enough light, mostly. All right, cool. All right, so let's... this is probably awkward. It's like, you know, I'm just going to take out the space that I kind of need for, you know, stuff. Also, I don't need things spawning on my shulker boxes. That seems awkward too, so. Okay, so let's... Oops, that's not what I want. Let's turn all of that into torches. Well, that's probably a few more torches than I need. Okay, well, I guess I have torches now. I have this problem crafting just about everything in Minecraft. In reality, it's like, how many do I need? 2? All right, I'm going to craft up like 15. Because I might need them later. Okay, so we'll just... all right, all the lapis. So much lapis. I have absolutely zero reason to mine lapis anymore, since one of the villagers is very nice and trades lots and lots of lapis for emeralds, all that good stuff. So all right, I missed a spot, but all right, right there. See, dark. Problem solved. It's not going to solve all of this other darkness problems I got going on over here. But... oh, man. So let's see. What? Again, trying to think. What other fun and exciting things have I been paying attention to lately? And not a whole lot. So I've spent lots of time, you know, doing videos. I actually need to apologize to all of you who actually care about the clips and the stream summaries I put out. I've been really bad about getting those things up. I went in this morning and realized I haven't pushed the stream archives to YouTube for like a week. And actually, I'd uploaded them, but I hadn't gone through and made them public or any of that stuff. So it's like, man, what the heck? And I did the stream summary. I had it all done on Wednesday. You know, I had to correct a couple things. I managed to find a typo in one of the clip videos for TikTok and YouTube and shorts and stuff. Realized that, wait a minute, I never did push the highlight video out. So when we got back from Taco Bell last night, it was, all right, I guess this is what I do today. Which was good, because I was feeling a little down anyway because of the vaccine, so it was a nice chill way to get all that stuff going. So yeah, so if you've missed the highlights, go check that out. Actually, I think that's been rotating through on occasion, but there's the YouTube channel there in chat, so. But yeah, conveniently enough, youtube.com/musicfreegaming. Yep, put a bunch of... I do the stream highlights. They go out every Friday, I think. You know, mostly it's just, here are all the stupid jokes that you've missed. And you've probably happy you missed many of them. But also, if you're into this new YouTube Shorts thing, yeah, the clips I'll go up individually as shorts as well. But those tend to be a couple of weeks behind. Just because of posting schedules and things. But it's fun. I'll go through those and like, that was really stupid. I can't believe I actually said that. I have to go post this now. But yeah, all that fun stuff. It's like, oh yes, here's the Creeper Pino discussion, which that's another thing that just got posted up there was the story of Creeper Pino. If you weren't there for that, I know Sprite was around for that one, but if you weren't there for that stream where the Creeper Pino came to be, that video is kind of fun. It's one of those things I'm trying to figure out how to use replay mod and tie it in with some of the stream stuff. Come on, up we go. Because it's like, oh look, I can overlay the stream replay with the replay mod replay, so you can get some fun stuff. Yeah, that was sort of interesting to play with. Video editing was never something I was super good at, partly because I never really took the time to learn. I mean, why aren't you good at this? Well, I never did learn how to do it. But DaVinci Resolve is really, really nice about how easy it makes things to do. Not bad for an app that you can use for free. I was using HitFilm Express for a while, and it was limited. It was stuff that was behind a paywall. It's just the app itself was limited in weird ways. It's like there are things I wanted to do that it just couldn't do. And then I discovered DaVinci Resolve. It's like, ooh, this is really cool. I like it. Also, I'm about to get eaten by lots and lots of things. I'm just going to drop some stuff off and go, hi! That was not the direction I expected to have to worry about things coming to eat me. But yeah, so if you're looking to do video editing, totally not an ad. But I definitely recommend Resolve. It's got some fun stuff, but yeah, playing with replay mod, getting all that stuff in place. It's like, ooh, look, here's the shot. I can do a time lapse of the actual build, sort of from third party perspective, and it's the same tool. You'll see a lot of people use it. I actually got to a point where I'd watch streams like, yes, there's the replay mod. I recognize this. I see how this is being put together. But it's like, it's nice because you don't necessarily need a separate cam account to be able to get all that stuff going. So that's really good. But you can do all sorts of stuff. So, and that's something I'm still trying to play with, learn the ins and outs of it, and it's really cool. really slow. So depending on what you're doing, you know, you can go through and edit a full video right out of Replay Mod, and it'll export MP4, so you can just take it and go straight to YouTube with it, which is fine. I find editing within it really tough. But if all I want to do is get a time lapse, then I've found it's not too bad just to say, all right, I'm going to start here, end here, give me about 5 minutes, however long that takes in game time. And then I can do the editing in Resolve, and that works out really well. Okay. Guess I'll go drop off a bunch of stuff. Huh. All right, well, that was a hole. I think I see a spider trying to sneak up on me. Don't know why I'd want to. I mean, it's not like I'm actually paying attention to the world around me. Yeah, it doesn't take a lot of sneaking here. All right. Flint goes in the specialty box. All right. So a few torches around here just to... all right. You know, and I did just place that torch and ripped it out again. I do that a lot. It's a problem. I do that a lot just on regular builds. This is even worse. Okay. So let's see now. Slap some torchlight everywhere. I know, flying, it's a special thing. Actually, I don't want it there, because I want to take out this stone. Alright, so we'll clean all this stuff out. Oops, there we go. Pick up all the debris I've left behind. That's... you gotta clean up your work site, you know? Helps keeps things safe from the next people that are coming to work at your site. Okay, so let's... oh, don't have any more coal. It's like, here, I'll go make a couple of torches. Well, yeah. I think I'm all the way over to this chest. Yeah, so this is... there's a lot of stuff going on here. The only catch with flying is it's kind of slow to dig stuff out. So I try not to dig out too much while I'm flying and just do it while I'm on the ground, but I do need to clean out a bunch of this stuff here too, so... alright, we'll just slap a torch down. That's fine. Totally fine. Excuse me. That was definitely unexpected. Alright, so... get this lighting in. Oops, there we go. Hi! Aren't you a cute spider? Spider's probably over there. No, please don't. I've got a date tonight. Save me from the... okay, so I'm going to have to take this. So there's a lot of stuff. Now, like this area I need to clean out better. Holy smoke. All right. Today on Lighting Your Build. Or actually more in this case, lighting up the area you're removing everything from. Okay, so we'll just slap some stuff down, you know. Alright, so we'll just clean up a bunch of this. I did see a dark spot over there to my right, so... Oh yeah, look at all this darkness here. Yep, definitely darkness. I recognize it. Just because it has a number 7 on it. You know, that's... 7 is apparently dark, so... Alright, so I need to go clean out over there. Again, this whole... Let's do this in a nice systemic way where we'll just clean it out nicely. It'll be fast and easy. Nah, not doing any of that. I'm just... Alright. Now, I do have mending on these tools. I could go out to an XP farm. You know, go get all of the stuff. You know, but... Yeah, okay. Get the XP, you know, but... Okay, so... Doing alright here. Lots of stuff. I should probably come up here and clean it out from the top. Alright, so this is crazy. There's a reason people like to build above ground, you know? You want to build something big underground, and you gotta clear out all the space first, you know? Yeah, so part of me sits here and looks at this and thinks, you know, if I were to come in here with dynamite, how long would it take? If I did TNT, would it go a little faster? And I don't know that it would, to be honest, given the insta-mining nature of efficiency plus haste. But, you know, I still have wondered at a lot. Would that be faster? I don't know. I should look too. It's one of the people on this server has a rents out services as a miner. So no, I'll dig all this stuff out. Yeah. I may have to hit him up and say, hey, Talon, how much do you want to? How much would you charge to start cleaning out a bunch of this stuff? You know. Oh, I need coal too. Not that I really need more torches, I suppose. I've got a bunch, so. But I do want to craft up. So I never didn't actually pick up all that coal. Cool. Cool. Same thing, really. No, I had a really slick idea, though. So I was watching... Who was I watching? The Frog Queen, maybe? She was building these catacombs. Okay, and that's fine. They were definitely, you know, combs of cats. But and they looked really cool. But as I was looking at them, I got to thinking, you know, what would be really cool as part of this process would be, what if I built this big inside thing, right? I'm going to build this crystal in it. It'll look wonderful. At least that's what I keep telling myself. But what if the area, I did some stuff with some black concrete and torches, and so it looks like it's perpetually night sky. I mean, true, it's underground, so it's night is sort of a permanent thing, you know, in caves and stuff. But So it was just one of those things I got thinking about. It's like, ooh, this could be really cool. And thus this project was born. You know, all the crystally goodness, all the Okay, so yeah, all the stuff. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to hit up Talon and say, hey, what are you? How much are you charging for your services? I do have a couple of diamonds laying around. I could probably figure out something. Oh man. But yeah, that's whoa. Guess I'll fall down here. That's cool. Yeah, and that's the other reason I'm not trying to build this like, oh, perfectly circular and stuff. I want it to look sort of natural. But I also want it to be big and empty, so yeah, that's a thing. Okay, so pull all this stuff out. That. Starting to zone out, drift off. Yes, bed. Bed sounds like an awesome idea. I'm at that point. I'm not tired, but I'm starting to drain myself. Just it's like, it's only so long you can sit there with your whole body being sore before you realize, you know what? Can I just sleep this away? But regardless, sleep well, Sprite. Thank you for stopping by, and yeah, and hopefully you get a good nap or good actual night's sleep, even though it's I think day out there, and all that fun stuff. All right. So much to dig. Yeah, I'm just sitting here leaning on the button. I'll just float my mouse back and forth. That's efficient enough, right? I kind of wish efficiency or haste would work on dirt as well, but it doesn't quite. Oh, man. All right, so let's get a little bit of this light going. And looks like I'm going to have to throw a bunch of stuff in boxes, because there's some... Oh, there's some lava down there, too. I am hitting that level of the world, too, where there's a lot more lava. I did do a little bit of exploring down at bedrock level. And... Oh, yeah, turns out there's lots of lava when you get down to bedrock. It's a thing. Okay. Just hop up here. Okay, so I guess it's time for me to go throw a bunch of stuff in shulker boxes. Or a bunch of shulker boxes in storage. Okay, so here we go. Alright, so looks like it's done doing its stuff here. Oops, not that one. This one. Shulkers. So that'll go in there. Alright. Alright, so I'm just going to unload the stone first, and then I'll throw the shulkers into the machine. Just since it's so much easier to do that way, you know? Alright, so throw the shulker in there. Oh, man. Oh, this is going to look cool. Just so much to dig out, you know? On the plus side, though, those extra two double chests of storage are definitely helping. Alright, so get all this stone. Alright, so that's definitely stone. It's amazing. You dig out a cave and you end up with a lot of stone. Throw that in there. Also going to have a whole mess of andesite, which is good. I like andesite. Andesite's a nice block. I also like diorite too, which I know makes some of you cringe, but granite's also a nice one. Happy with granite. Alright. Alright, so we'll throw that stuff in there. I think that piston you hear is the bouncy llama. Well, of course, there is... It might have been this one, too, unloading the shulkers. Alright, so those two are empty. And those are empty. Also great. And those are in the wrong place. Again, it's... The andesite seems to overshoot once in a while. I'm not entirely sure why that is, but... I don't know if I just get too much. The andesite lives in... what's this box? This one is supposed to be... Oh, well, look at this. This isn't great. It's a filler. It's supposed to be stone brick, so... Alright, I gotta fix my sorter. Alright, so filler goes there, and the stone brick. There we go. There we go. So that should be doing what it's supposed to be doing. Fabulous. So I've got lots of stuff that needs to not be there now. Including that shulker box. Alright, time to load this up with all this garbage now. Alright, so go ahead and throw that stuff in there. I guess the iron can go in there. The gold, on the other hand, I was smelting some of that, so... Alright, well, just, sure I've got a lovely bit of something. Also managed to pull a few diamonds out of this giant hole, too, but... Oh, that's andesite as well. Great. Alright, so how are we doing? It is 10:20. Normally I would go for another, half hour, 40 minutes, something like that, but... Oh, I am fading out myself. Said I kind of expected this one might be a little bit of a shorter stream, but man, I was actually surprised it went as far as I did, but I think I'm gonna have to call it now because I am I love the vaccine. It's great. I'm glad I've got it, but man, I'm definitely feeling it today. So, all right, let's go ahead and just call it here. And I definitely want to thank all of you for joining me today. It's been a lot of fun doing all the diggy stuff, good. It's also a good mental break from the of the design and things of the buildings I've been doing. But definitely thank all of you for participating. You can follow me and subscribe on Patreon at patreon.com/musicfreegaming for all sorts of fun and exciting exclusives and such. You can also follow my socials at Music Free Gaming on Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, all that good stuff. So be sure to follow all of those places as well. And looks like we're a small group, so I'm going to skip the raid today. But until next time, be excellent to each other. And this is Music Free Gaming signing off.